Hey, howdy, friends. It's Steve DePaul here with the Rose Realty Team with this week's real estate vlog for North Texas. Hey, today we're going to talk about selecting the right community in North Texas. Now, let's understand it. I mean, Texas is a big state, and North Texas is a big area, and there's a lot of different communities, counties, towns, within North Texas. And they all got a little bit of different flavor to them. And so you want to be able to select the right one, whether you're coming here trying to move here from the outside of the area, or you're moving here, from Callan to Denton. So let's get into it. So kicking it off. So first of all, look, picking the right suburb or community is critically important for everybody involved in the family, right? You want the kids to be involved in the right activities, the right stuff. If they're into soccer, you want to be kind of close to a place that's got a bunch of soccer fields and it's got leagues and those kinds of things. You also want to be cognizant of the quality of life, and so how close are you to entertainment, like movies and golf and indoor activities or outdoor activities. And you want to also understand the proximity to both school for your kids, as well as proximity nationally to work. And you want that good community vibe. So you don't want to be in a place where people are shunning you, and we don't want to talk to new people and get out of here because you're from Arkansas or something like that, right? So you need to take all these things sort of into consideration. So when you're choosing a new, well, not new, but when you're choosing a community to move into, you have to understand, and you have to kind of prioritize your preferences to make sure that the community meets these preferences, so that everybody in the family is happy and that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things to think about. Is school ratings. So how the schools are rated. So here you see 5 schools in North Texas. They're located in Collin, Tarrant, and Collin and Tarrant County. So the number one is Carroll in terms of school ratings, followed by Grapevine Collie, Allen, Capel, and Lovejoy. So it's important for the school ratings for your kids, right? Unless you're going to send them off to private school or something like that. The school ratings for the public schools are very important. Let's take a look at graduation rates now, okay? So Argyle, so taking a look at these, okay, you're talking about Denton, and you're talking about, you're also talking about Collin County, okay? So Argyle, Carroll, Frisco, Highland Park, and also, which is Denton, excuse me, Dallas, and Plano. So graduation rates are real important. Parental involvement. Okay, so parental involvement is not sure, 110% sure how they measure that, but it's obviously the parents involved with the kids and the activities and what's going on and all that kind of stuff. So the school for the talented and gifted, which is in Dallas, the school for science and engineering, which is also in Dallas, Carroll, Capel, and Liberty High School. Okay, so we're talking about 2 Dallases. We're talking about Tarrant, and we're talking about a Denton. Okay, now Carroll's been on there a couple of times. I happen to know the ex football coach of the Carroll high school football team. Great guy, top notch, great personality. Cares about kids and faith and that kind of stuff. So so you can understand why Carroll is really up there in terms of all these things that we just mentioned. We're going to stop here for just a second because this is sort of important moving forward in our vlog here. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com @moving to Dallas. The next couple of topics we're going to talk about are previous vlogs that we've done, and you can go and get those vlogs when you subscribe to or go to our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to go there and review these topics that I'm going to mention coming up. Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay, so transportation and commuting is also important. You know, you don't want to spend 3/4 of your life in the car, right? So like we said before, look, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is a real highway-centric kind of community, kind of area. We do have our light rail, and we do have, you know, something buses and things like that. But for the most part, we're highway-centric. Okay. So did a vlog a couple weeks ago about transportation and commuting in North Texas. You might want to review that. But we're centrally located here to two major airports, to DFW and to Love Field, which is closer to Dallas. And the commuting, like I said, is highway. There's a lot of highway driving to get to and from places. The highways they're making them bigger and bigger as we speak. Okay, and so that's something to keep into consideration about where you think you're going to move. And then safety is another real important one. So again, I did a vlog a couple weeks ago about safety in North Texas. Hey, look, when you come down to it, a lot of the cities in North Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Grapevine to some degree, they all have their own big city problems, in terms of population and some violence and those kinds of things. I think having lived in the Chicago area and the New York area, I think the safety aspects here in North Texas it's a lot safer area here than it was back in Chicago or the New York City area. So take a look at that vlog there, and you might be able to also form some opinions. And so anyway, in conclusion, right, the Metroplex here is a growing area. We're growing in terms of housing options, in terms of people, in terms of business, in terms of population. Okay, it's actually spreading out. The Metroplex is actually spreading out and growing. Okay, and so it's actually Denton County, which is where we live right now, is the fastest growing county in Texas. Okay, and Texas is one of the fastest growing states in the country. So there you have it, right? As just a little shameless plug here. The Rose Realty Team, we're a top 1% team in the Metroplex. We have the background, the history, as well as we've been here for 25 years, and so we can guide you through that. Buying process. Hey, next week we're going to talk about renovating older homes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Interesting topic. Did some research on this. You're not going to want to miss it. Hey, I'm Steve. I am with the Rose Realty Team. So long.